guys need to call me about it. Yeah.
If she was here.
Lucky boy.
really want to go to the... That's what by 1953. That's when we born.